Hi everyone and welcome back to the island, and this is episode 9, the final episode. Today we are going to be doing the park tour. I am joined once again by the lovely Jasmine from M&J Games. Hi Jasmine, how are you?
Hi Corey, I'm doing wonderful. I'm so excited to do this park tour.
You and me both. Finally we are here, we're finished. We've finished the island, and what a beautiful island it's turned out to be. Very excited to get through this part with you today. So, without further ado, let's jump in, shall we?
All right.
So, first things first, we're going to take a quick walk through the car park. Now, obviously this last week I have had the park, so before we get into the park itself, I'm just going to show you what I've been working on this week. And it actually comes from this car park. So if we go to the right of the entrance and take a walk down the car park, I'll walk a little bit fast because it is a bit of a way. So if we take a walk down this car park, you'll see that there is an entrance here.
Oh, I see something in the background.
Already see it. But down this little country road, we come to a hotel.
Oh, that looks really nice.
So this is the Park Hotel. That's what it looks like at night.
Yeah. It looks really tropical too, so I really like the colors you used.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I really put some thought into these colours. I know it's just, you know, a mix of two different colours, I think, or a couple of different colours, but I really put some thought into how I wanted this to look. And we've got a little garden out the front.
Yeah, I love all the scenery and the foliage. It looks so good.
We have got a little bit of a foyer. I haven't put any animatronics in here. As you can
Oh,
probably imagine, I've run out of space. So I am on 100%, but I did put a little foyer in here just for show. This hotel
yeah.
isn't actually usable by guests. It is just for show. But
Yeah.
I had a little walk around the park myself when I built it, and you can see it from pretty much anywhere in the park. So it's quite it does stand out quite a bit. And then up here we've got a little balcony, little viewing area where you can have a look
Oh,
over the park.
okay. Yeah, that looks cool.
But yeah, very very happy with how this turned out.
Well, I was
Um,
wondering what you were gonna do, cause it seemed like on the last episode I was like, I mean, I don't know what else we could fit in here.
yeah,
So,
I will
yeah.
admit I have had to do the glitch in order to
Yeah,
get this
yeah.
in, because after I built this hotel, just the building itself, I was on 100%. So I had to do the glitch, which Michael helped me with, in order to be able to finish off the foliage. But I'm happy with how it
Yeah.
turned out. So let's get back to the entrance, and we'll start the real park tour. So we'll walk through this lovely entrance and over this bridge, and we'll come into our plaza area with all our lovely buildings. Which way should we go, Jasmine? Should we go left or should we go right?
Let's go to the left.
To the left. Okay. Right, so we've got our Ferris wheel there. We've got our cinema. Our Sunburst Cafe.
Yeah.
There's some toilets around here and a lovely little seating garden here. I love what you did with
Yeah,
the wall there.
I think that's my favorite thing that I did in the park was making this little plant wall seating area.
Yeah, I think you've done an excellent job with that. I really like that plant wall. That's a really neat idea. I've never seen anyone do that, so it's quite interesting. So let's go up here into the left. Got our kickflip there. We come to our first ride, Vice. Roller coaster that was built by yourself, Jasmine.
Yeah. How many coasters do we have in this park? Is it
Um,
7?
I am not too sure. I think one,
Uh,
two, three, 4, 5. I think it's about 5 or 6,
seven.
7 maybe.
Okay, six, maybe six.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Right, okay, so let's jump into this first roller coaster. It's called Vice. Let's take a quick look at the stats. So there is the stats for anyone who wants to see them. And we'll jump on, not this one. Should we go Seat View?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think Seat View is a good idea. Right, let's speed it up because it was broken down. Here we go. And there we go. So that was Vice. Firstly, I love that ride. I think it's a really, really nice sort of family ride. Um, did you want to talk us through your sort of ideas behind it?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I tend to make pretty good kiddie coasters in the game. And so I knew I wanted there to be, kind of a family style coaster. And yeah, I just thought that this type of coaster would work well. And we knew going into this that the space that we have is pretty limited, so I tried really hard to make that coaster as compact as possible while also still being good for the family. So yeah, thank you. I think it turned out really well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's fantastic. As I say, it's a great layout. It's not overly big, but it's also not too small either. You've got a great little photo booth out here as well. Some great views of the coaster as you're coming out of the exit. So really good job with that. I'm very impressed. We'll keep going to the left. We'll go round from the left around the back. So we've got a grand carousel here with some carousel rules. No smoking, no food or drink, no bare feet, no jumping, and no infants. So if you don't stick to those
Those are,
rules, guys, you will be kicked out of the park.
yeah, those are actual rules from a real life carousel.
I never knew that, to be honest. I like this covering. I like this ride covering. That's really neat. That.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I'll get it down to where I can actually make a gazebo that's, I guess you call that a gazebo, that's actually like a perfect circle, but I'm happy with that one.
Yeah, no, I think sometimes, I mean, obviously in this game it's quite difficult to make perfect circles anyway, but I think sometimes the sort of differently shaped ones are quite neat. They're quite nice. They fit in
Hmm.
well. We've got Sandbar Burgers and Brews. You're so good at picking names for things. I really like the names that you come up with. It's a lovely little
I
seating area, little eating area.
Yeah, I just wish people would go out there. I put some little vending machines there, and they go there, but they don't actually sit down.
Ah, I see. Maybe oh, we can't now. We ain't got the
Yeah.
percentage, but we could have put maybe some Vista points or something here. Um, but no, either way, it still looks nice. It looks lovely. I mean, I sure would like to sit here watching this coaster fly around. Right, I've got some toilets there. Right, so where's the entrance to this coaster? Is it back here?
That's the
Oh, that's the
exit.
exit. Okay, we'll come back here in a moment. So the entrance, this must be the, oh, is it?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's closed or something.
Oh, hang on. I think it's in test mode. It is, it's in test mode.
Oh.
Right, sorry about that. Okay, so let's take a walk up the path. Nice little queue line there. Very scenic. And we come into our station. Let's just wait for a few people to get here. While we do that, we take a look at the ride's stats. Green across the board. There's all the stats if anyone wants to see them. And let's jump on. We do this one in track view, I think. Here we go. And there we go. So that was Yellow Flyer, another coaster that was built by yourself, Jasmine. Did you want to have a little talk about that?
Yeah, I knew I wanted to do a wooden coaster. I don't know. I think I that might be my favorite type of coaster to make in the game. I just like how they move, I guess. But yeah, this is another one that it could be a family one. I try not to make it too big, and then Corey helped out with the ending, which actually came out perfectly. So yeah, I really like this one.
Yeah, and again, some absolutely stunning views of this coaster as you walk out the exit. Um, and as it obviously goes over your head, you've done a great job with this coaster. I really like, as you say, I'm quite a fan of the wooden coasters as well. I do like how they operate on this game, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you've done an excellent job with that. So well done.
Thank you.
So let's keep walking around this way. Let's get another view of that coaster, Vice. And then we have the Rapids. Uh, should we leave the Rapids till last? Or do you want to
It's
take
up
it?
to
Should we
you,
go on it?
whatever you want to do.
Okay, so this one was built by myself, Jumbo Rapids. Um, nice little queue line. Quite plain, really, but quite nice.
I like I liked it though, and it's kind of like an Aztec-y sort of vibe, Aztec vibe or Mayan vibe.
It's a very long queue line. I think in our episode where we showcased this, I think you said, didn't you, the queue line's always long, but as I explained in that episode, it's these water rides, because they're heavily themed, they tend to get a lot of, what's the word? They're quite popular. So
Mm-hmm.
for that reason,
Yeah.
I put quite a lot of queue line. I don't know. I think because they do get quite full, so I put a lot of queue line into these ones to sort of try and fill them out. But right, should we take a ride on this at day or night?
Let's do night.
Night. Okay, Okay, so not really much stats on this. Water rides are terrible for stats. I've now got to find that boat again, so I do apologise. Bear with me one moment. There we go. Okay, so let's take a ride.
I like that I'm not sure that structure you have there in the middle.
Yeah, so that was sort of what's the word? Inspired by the river rapids that we have here in the UK, like the one at Fort Park. It's got like the
Mm-hmm.
spinning platform where people would load on and off the boat. So yeah, that's where that came from. But unfortunately, it was extremely harsh on the piece count. But yeah, we'll talk more about that in just a moment. Let's take a ride on this River Rapids, Jumbo Rapids. Okay, and there we go, back into the station. So, as I built this one, did you want to go first on this one?
Sure, yeah. I really like how you did the lighting on that one and all of the water special effects you have going for it. It's really good job, and I feel like you're the master at making these water track rides, and you did a really good job with this one. And yeah, I mean, I really love this.
That's lovely. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. Ignore the boat going through the terrain in that corner over there. I didn't realise that wasn't it was like that. I think it's over here
I
in this
don't see
corner.
that.
This corner here.
Uh, that
I
may have
must
been
have
my
completely
fault.
missed that.
I may have messed something up over there. That could have
Uh,
been my fault.
it's all right. It's all good. Right. So let's go out the exit, and here we go. So we've got our little photo booth here, and then we'll continue down this way and up into this area, which again was created by yourself, Jasmine. Got a few flat rides in here, and we've got a roller coaster to check out. Um, I forget what these rides are called.
The sundial and then the try something. I forget what that other one is called.
I have no idea, but I love what you've done with this area. It feels completely different to the last area, if that makes sense. Um,
Yeah, thank you.
does that make sense? It's
Mm-hmm.
very different to the last area, but also keeping to that sort of island theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense? Like the last part is a bit
Mm-hmm.
tropical. This one's a bit jungle, and I really like what you've done here, especially with these queue lines.
Thanks. Yeah, yeah, I was going for like a jungle sort of vibe, so everything's kind of green and brown. Um, yeah.
Yeah, well, you definitely nailed it. You absolutely nailed that jungle theme, and I love this station.
Thank you.
Just take
Yeah.
a second to appreciate this station. Jungle Rush. Beautiful. So this is, I believe, is it the SLC coaster? I think that's right. I'm not too sure, but
Uh, yeah.
it's called Jungle Rush. Um, let's take a ride on this. There's the stats for anybody who is interested, and let's jump on. I think this one we're going to go for seat view. Yeah, let's take a ride.
Hmm.
And that was Jungle Rush. So, again, another coaster here built by the lovely Jasmine, and again, another fantastic coaster. Um, yeah, I love everything about it. It's got good theming, good pace, it's very smooth. Um, Again, another great coaster. I love what you've done with that, Jasmine. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like this park has really helped me get better at making coasters, and I've really tried to make them, to step up my game a little bit on the coaster building. So really appreciate you saying that.
It's a pleasure. And yeah, no, I can tell that you've got amazingly good at building coasters. I think I remember some coasters that you built right at the beginning when we first met, and yeah, no, you've come a hell of a long way since then. No offense, but no, you've done excellent.
No.
You've done amazingly. Um, let's stick to the left. Oops, go through this tunnel and come round this area. And we have Crash Test. Now, this was a coaster that I built. The theming around it is based on, let's say, pilot training, flying helicopters, and as you can see, someone didn't pass their test. Um, but yeah, so I just went with the name Crash Test and give it a nice colour theming. This is a spinning coaster. Let's jump on that one. Let's have a look at the stats. There we go, if anyone's interested. We're on the wrong train, of course. Let's go for Seat View on this one, as it is a spinning coaster. And enjoy the ride. Here we go, and that was Crash Test. So as I mentioned, that is the coaster that I built myself. What do you think, Jasmine?
Yeah, I really like that one, and I loved how you themed it with the helicopters and like a helicopter course. But I feel like, like we have kind of similar spinning coasters, but I feel like yours is kind of a step up from mine. Like mine might be kind of more of a kiddie family one, and then yours could be more for teenagers and who might want something a little more intermediate.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I think you're right there. Mine, yeah, I think your one is like a sort of junior slash family coaster, whereas this one's a bit more spinny, a bit more frilly. Um, Obviously, a lot higher as well. But
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate your comments there. Thank you very much. Yeah, with this one, it was kind of difficult because it was quite a large area here to fill. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really sure what to do until obviously I built this coaster, but it was quite difficult to theme it. Um, but no, I appreciate your comments there. So I know we're getting through this part quite quickly, but it is quite a small park to be fair. Um, so as we come down the exit here and out onto the main path, we'll turn right, and we've got this slingshot which I built, which isn't usable by guests, but it does look good, I think. I hope.
Yeah, I really like that. And you have your little attendant in there.
Sitting on his little chair, operating the ride that doesn't operate. Makes sense. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm quite happy with how that turned out. You normally see these on sort of these island sort of theme parks or They're mainly for like
Mm-hmm.
seafronts, aren't they? You mainly see them on the seafront, like pleasure beaches, those type of
Yeah.
parks. But yeah, no, I really wanted to build one of these. I'm quite happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, that looks really good. It would be cool if they had on maybe if there's a Planet Coaster 2, if they could make a ride like that for the game.
Absolutely, and if Frontier is watching, make it happen. So, sticking to the left, we have another coaster in the park, and we have another flat ride here, free flyer, and Sea Eagle. So this coaster again was built by yourself, Jasmine, again with a lovely little queue line, lovely covering. You really do a good job with your queue coverings and ride coverings, especially your
Thank
stations.
you.
I really like your station buildings. And we've just missed the ride, so let's jump on that one before it disappears. Right, so let's take a ride on Sea Eagle. There's the stats green across the board again. There's the stats for anyone who is interested. And let's take a ride. Should we ride on the wing or should we ride track view?
Well, let's ride on the wing.
Let's go for it. And that was Sea Eagle. Um, so again, I know I keep repeating myself, but I truly am just impressed with your coaster building in this park. Again, an absolutely fantastic coaster. A great layout, very smooth, and such a good pace to it as well. And certain parts of the coaster, they provide some good sight lines over the park. So again, another great job done there, Jasmine. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that might be my favorite of the coasters I've made for this park, but I mean I like all of the ones that I've made, but yeah, I tried really hard to make this you know, a convincing wing coaster. So, and then I tend to just pick a color and just run with it. So I chose red. I couldn't. There is a bird that is actually called a sea eagle, but it's not red. But
Well, no, I think you've done an
so
excellent job again with that. Yeah, so there's no need to change anything about it at all. I wouldn't change it at all. You've done a great job there.
thank you.
Um, we've got a little,
Somebody's vandalizing our park.
yeah. I think we need to up our security because
Yeah.
someone is trashing up the park. But it would have been a nice seating area, the
Yeah.
coaster flying by. But yeah, I wouldn't sit on these benches. We've got some shops here, nice little seating area. If we continue round to the left, we have another coaster. We have some toilets here, and we have a flat ride.
Oh yeah, and this I mean this flat ride is just amazing what you did with that. I think that might be my favorite part of the park, actually.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Again, it's got that sort of Aztec vibe to it, isn't it? But
Mm-hmm.
there's a path
Yeah.
that goes all the way around this flat ride, which will take you back to the main plaza. There's also a little bit down here, but it's. I thought I'd build this so that guests could sort of look over and see the flat ride.
And I
Um,
mean, look how cool that looks with the shadows from the beams. Like that looks so cool on the ride from the sun coming down on it. That looks
oh
so
yeah,
cool.
no, I agree. It does look good. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm quite impressed with how it turned out myself, and I know I built it. I'm tooting my own horn, but I'm quite happy with how it turned out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like
this
even
was
being inside
amazing.
here and looking up, it's just like wow.
Yeah.
um, yeah, and then obviously the exit queue comes out this way. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how that turned out there. And then we've got the final coaster of the park, which was the first coaster built in the park, um, which I built myself, called Caribbean Crush. Also, we will take a look at this park in a moment at night because there is a lot of lighting that's gone into this. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we've got here Caribbean Crush, which is a Eurofighter. Got the photo booth there. And, just take a little walk through the queue line here. We'll jump over. Up here. Get up here, get a good view of the transfer track and brakes, and then round into the station. Right, so this is Caribbean Crush. Let's jump on and take a ride. Let's pause that before he runs off. Take a look at the stats quickly. So green across the board. There's the results for anybody who is interested. We'll ride this one on track view, I think. And away we go. And there we go. So that was Caribbean Crush. So what's your thoughts on that, Jasmine?
Yeah, I really liked that one, and I love the station that you made for it. Yeah, you did a really good job with that. And I like how on all of our coasters, they're all kind of on the edge of the park, and they all feel different. So like I feel like this one is more, beachy sort of tropical vibe, and we had that other one, the Jungle Rush one that I did that was kind of more jungly, and so I think all of our coasters together just did really well for this park, and I just love how this everything turned out.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Yeah, I think, to be honest, this whole series has been absolutely amazing. It's been brilliant to collaborate with you, as it always is with you and Michael. Let's take a look at this park at night, because that's one thing we haven't done yet. Are we ready for the transformation?
Yay!
And there we go. I think we've done outstanding in ourselves, to be honest, in terms of the night lighting in here, because well, look at it,
Mm-hmm.
it's just lit up. Yeah, this park would work as both day and night park. Lighting everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excellent job from both of us, I would say. And I'm happy to toot my own horn there. As
I
I
look
said,
how the
from the park,
hotel looks.
the hotel, you can just see it from anywhere.
Yeah.
Even over here, like in the car
Mm-hmm.
park, you can still see it. I think, yeah, that is everything in the park, I believe. I don't think we've missed anything except this little plaza area over here. Um, yeah, so just this little plaza area over
Oh
here.
yeah.
I think there's a restaurant in there and a little
Mm-hmm.
viewing point here for the coasters, or coaster. Then we've got a flat ride here, which is that drop tower. Yeah, and then this goes back into, so there's some restaurants in there. And this goes back into the main plaza area where the entrance is. Yeah, so that is the park tour. Um, yeah, there isn't really much else to show you guys, but we really hope that you've enjoyed the series. Um, Thank you to everyone who's followed and commented and supported us throughout the series. If you want to
Yeah.
download the park, we will put it up um, after this video goes live on YouTube. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe to both Web Gaming and M&J Games. Yeah, so what are do you have any sort of future plans?
Okay, so I just have one question before we say goodbye. I know we've been calling this park the Island, but if we had to choose a name to name the park, what did you have anything in mind, or do you think just the Island is I feel like we could call it something, but it's maybe something Island, but I didn't know what you thought.
Hmm, that's a good question. Um, Maybe we should put that to the viewers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy with whatever we can agree on, but I think that would be interesting to see what people come up with. So name this park. Put the put your suggestions in the comments of what you think this park should be called. We're sticking with the island for now, but
Yeah.
if you come up with something better, we can always change it. But yeah, any final thoughts before we go?
No, I'm just so happy with how this turned out, and great working with you, Corey. You're such a good partner with building things, and this park just totally exceeded my expectations.
Absolutely, and same goes for you. It's always lovely working with yourself. Again, you're an amazing creator, and I'm sure we'll work together again in the future. But for now, we should probably say goodbye. Um, Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and take care.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.